Hey, how's it going there, yo pal Jim, Super Picker Flipping Duo? We're getting ready to ship the rest of our weekend's orders, and then we're gonna go thrifting. So it's gonna be kind of a day in the life, work with me, thrift with me kind of a day. We're going up into Wilmington today. Kids got soccer practice today, on a Tuesday, and we'll talk about that with the wife when she joins us, probably in the car. Um, and yeah, so we're gonna do all sorts of fun stuff. Just kind of what we're doing throughout the day. So should be fun. All right. So first thing we're shipping is a pair of these Bose. I think they're Companion 2 multimedia speakers. They're upside down. There. Going to Pennsylvania. Sold them for $43.95. Bought them at the auction for I think $3, $2 or $3. Not very much at all. Maybe five. I don't know. Um, I'm really not very good with remembering how much I bought stuff at auction for. I just remember the total auction price, and I'm concerned about, am I making my money back for that auction, right? So anyway, um, during my last video, Scott was like, "Why is your background all gray and shitty looking?" Basically, um, to paraphrase him. Um, and I did that kind of as a joke to myself. Um, I've been using a service called vidIQ for YouTube, which gives you like suggestions to improve your channel and like title suggestions, thumbnails, and all sorts of like that kind of crap. Like, suggestions for video content based on, your um, competitors, things like that. So, one of the things that it constantly says every single video, because you can, like, when you upload your video, you can have it review your video and tell you basically what's wrong with it, or I'm assuming it'll tell you what's right with it, but I haven't found that yet. So um so every single time it says your background is too cluttered. So I was like, all right, let's just black out the whole thing, and it's just going to be me for the intro. And you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Really doesn't. So that was my own little experiment with myself with this whole thing. You guys don't care about this crap. You really don't. So yeah, that's that. Um cure that a bit. So yeah, that's why it was all grayed out and weird looking. And I actually tried to get like a green screen overlay to show me at like a mansion or something like that. Like I'm this big, huge, not fat guy. I am that, but this like huge reseller with like billions of dollars, and this guru type guy. Just to make fun of those guys for a bit. But I couldn't get a green screen thing to work on my video editing app. Um, yeah, it just wouldn't work. Okay. You just had to go with the plain background. So, um, yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Anyway, we're uh we're gonna be heading out today for the first time in a while. Um, we've gone local a bit. We went, up to Wilmington a couple weeks ago, maybe. Wasn't that great. Hopefully today's a little bit better. We're gonna start the day just by heading straight up there. Last time we started the day with like the northern part of our local area stores, which are not that good. Um, And so we're not going to do that. We're just going to go straight into the belly of the beast. Now we're going to hit our bin store kind of as our second stop. And then maybe if we have time to loop around, we'll hit it again on the way out and back. But my son's practice is now at 6 instead of 7:30, so I have to be back, and it's an hour away, 45 minutes away. So I have to be back here really by 4:45 if I'm just gonna pick him up and go. Um, 4 o'clock if I want to come home and like poop and relax, have a drink, and then go. Um, so yeah, we'll see how all that goes. I'm gonna come off camera to look at the computer. Um, that's right on. Yes, it is. So yeah, we're gonna be busy today. We're gonna be buying stuff. Hopefully the stores are good to us today. Um, because auction stuff has been quite blah, and it's because it's the holiday weekend. Not many auction houses are active locally. Um, the one I had been picking up from in Maryland a lot has an auction going tomorrow, but it's like I'm gonna say I'm interested in like 25 lots there, but 23 of them are costume jewelry lots. So I don't know if I'm gonna be buying much of anything at all. Um, because costume jewelry scares me. Does it scare you? I don't know. I'm not. I want to sell costume jewelry, particularly on whatnot, because I think it can do. I think it does very well there. But I don't really know what I'm looking at. I'm not like I don't know the costume jewelry brand. Um, I don't really know what ladies look for in that kind of thing. Um, so it scares me. Ashley might be better at that kind of thing, but she doesn't really do auction stuff. She's not. She doesn't like the stress of you know being in multiple headspaces at once, which is kind of what you have to do when you're doing the auction thing. Is you're looking at this lot and this lot's expiring, and then you know tomorrow there's going to be two different auctions running. So there's that whole thing too, where you're going to have multiple lots expiring in two different places um, online. So that's going to be difficult for me to manage. So there's no way that she would have, um, I don't want to say the patience, but um, it's very difficult to not get flustered and lose your composure and just not want to deal with it. You know, it can be a not fun experience buying like that, and which is why not many people do it and why I find so many deals that way. Um, because I really do feel like I might be better at it than some, just keeping track of things, keeping track of where my money is, where my bids are, what's expiring um at what time. what's got, what's got the extra bid time that's ending. So, 1 minute left or whatever, 30 seconds left. Like I can manage all of that better in my head. I do miss stuff. I'm not saying that I don't miss stuff, but um, I don't know. I just and I like the busy part of that, the hecticness of it. Um, it's challenging to me, which is fun for me. For me. Um, anyway, I'm gonna finish shipping this stuff so I can get the hell out of here because I'm talking more than I'm shipping. So, I've only got this left for eBay kettle, and then I've got my whatnot shipping, which is super easy, just comic books and postcards. So let's get this shipped and get the hell out of here. All right, so we're almost at the bear store. Dropped off all of our shipping. Got some food. Eat some food. She just started eating food as we're getting off the highway. She had to put it away. Doesn't want to do this flip. So, yeah, we're gonna thrift now that we've shipped. And gas is $4.13 at that gas station. $4.25 at the Wawa. Ridiculous. Yeah, so our kid switched soccer clubs. We moved on from our former club now to our new club starting in the fall, but we're going to practice with them these next couple of weeks before his ODP, Olympic Development Program tournament, which is in 2 weeks in Pennsylvania. And he could practice with his current club team.
They're practicing it.
Are they done?
I think they're done. Yeah. They were only practicing up until this past weekend because of the tournament.
So, yeah, they're done. So thankfully, his new coach is like, yeah, he can come out and practice with us, even though he can't participate in their league games, which they have coming up, which is why they're still practicing. But we went to a practice last week so he can observe. And one of his friends, a goalie, went out to practice for the first time as like a tryout, and he got offered a spot. So he'll be joining the team as well. And now he's just going to practice with them just to
keep himself active.
Yeah. Just to keep up with them.
Right. Can't take off for 2 weeks.
And then go to, like, that's a pretty important tournament for him.
It's a very important tournament for him.
Yeah.
It's very college-based friendly.
A lot of college recruiting happens that way. The way that the Olympic Development Program works is like right now he's on the state of Delaware team, right? So from there, he goes to a tournament and he plays against the Maryland team, the Pennsylvania team, the New Jersey team.
I think that's it.
I think that might be it, yeah. And then from that region, they pick a new pool of kids, of like 55 kids. And then from that pool of kids, those kids are invited to a camp, a regional camp. And then from that camp, they draft a new team of like 18 to 20 kids for the regional team. And then they play the Northeast region or the, whatever the Ohio Valley region would be.
I thought the next level is when they went to Florida. So
it is,
if you make the regional team, you basically play the East Coast other regional teams.
Right, up and down the East Coast, right? So
And then
whatever that is.
it just keeps building.
Right. So then after that, you go to Texas. If you make it to the East Coast team, you go to Texas, and then you play like East Coast, the two Midwests, and then the West Coast.
Right.
And then from there, they build a national team, and then Team USA plays against other countries, and typically Spain. So it's a cool program. Not saying our kid's gonna make it that far.
No, I mean, this is just our first year, so we don't even know. We're just excited he made the Delaware team.
We're excited he made the Delaware team. He's already got college contacts from it. And so it's important that he goes into the tournament where there'll be college coaches. College coaches coach the ODP kids. So it's not just college coaches scouting the games, which there will be that as well, but they're actually physically on the field coaching these kids. So they get like on hand, like experience with these guys. So, so it's important for him to get there as sharp as he can be.
And this new club with this new coach, he is more fitted towards our son's style of play.
Right.
And I think is going to be able to coach him much better than the coaching he's received.
And he's a college coach himself.
Right. He's also a previous professional player himself.
Right.
So
like our previous club, like the director, when we met with him, who became our son's coach earlier this year, was like, "Oh yeah, I'm a former professional player," and like I Googled him and I couldn't find him, any stats on him or anything. When I Googled his new coach, yeah, there's like a decade worth of stats. I could follow exactly what teams he played for. He played in Sweden, and here in the U.S. And like, so it's verifiable. Okay, I was lied to by his previous club, so that's, strike $1 billion or whatever. And so, yeah, that's, this will be a very good move for him, to get out of this club and into something that
is actually going to help him.
Right. It's going to help him. And they understand his style of play, because his style of play is very European. It's more,
it's actual football opposed to the American style of soccer,
which is attack, run hard after somebody, swing your foot and miss the ball, and then go like this because you didn't do well, and then the other team scores on you. That's the way that the Americans play. Anyway, let's go in and thrift. $13 for a Yankee bag. We'll pass on that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut out all this music. If you're into vintage office, it's kind of bent right there, Baby Crooks for $6.
You remember me saying I'm bringing my jacket?
Yeah.
What is that? $4 for a white thing?
She trades tales with
Yeah.
the cashier about wedding storms and peach pie. Then she slips a lace doily in her purse like a secret pie. She laughs at the polyester, says that thing's got nerve. Spins a record, taps her shoe, watches the whole room swerve. And the bell above the doorway gives a little old school cheer. Like every lost little object found its way back here. Grandma at the thrift store, grandma at the thrift store. Hey now, hey now. She finds gold in the fold. Grandma at the thrift store. Hey now, hey now. One card full of stories. One more chord for the road. Oh, she knows the map of the markdowns, the scuffs, the seams, the threads. She can hear a good life lingering in a chair with crooked legs. And when the afternoon folds over, she's still dancing through the aisles with a basket full of second chances and a look that lights for miles. Grandma at the thrift store, grandma at the thrift store. Hey now, hey now. She finds gold in the fold. Grandma at the thrift store. Hey now, hey, hey now. One card full of stories. One more chord for the road. Hey now. One card full of stories. Hey now, grandma at the thrift store.
All right. The music was really loud in
It
that.
was really loud, and it was really cold in there.
Well, the cold doesn't bother me.
Cold bothers me.
The loud, crappy music bothers
The music was loud.
me. It was ridiculous. So I'm gonna have to cut out the audio there because it's like
It was really loud.
I don't know that you could even hear me. I had the mic and everything. It just the music was that loud. I felt like I was in a nightclub that played really shitty music. So not that great for a first stop. Early, like this is early for us coming up here on a big ship day. Like got a lot of shipping. We did a lot of it yesterday. Uh, but had to clean up some loose ends and got up here about what 11:30.
Yeah, give or take.
And the first stop was not very good.
It was okay. I mean, for that store, we usually do
That
better.
store we usually do a lot better.
Right.
But now they're charging like $13 for a Nike duffel bag.
Nike.
Why?
It's Nike.
Yeah. I think.
I think $5 for board games is still irritating.
Yeah.
I was like you picked up a couple. I looked at them and saw $5 and was like, forget it. And just
Oh.
walked away.
Right, but Scrutinize I can get 33 easy. Probably up to 40. So $5 for that is okay.
Oh, and luckily we have pieces if need be.
And then the Titanic game is
Oh wow.
just go for it, dude. Titanic game is only $3. That sells for $20 plus shipping.
I didn't see the Titanic.
Yeah. In their games section, that was a mess. Just they're overrun because they're price too. So, then I picked up that cool. I call it cool. I don't know. It's that vintage metal file thing, the paper holder thing. That's, mid-century office stuff that sells well for us right now. Now that's a Woolworth brand, so I don't know if that brand is highly searched, but that style is. So we'll see how quickly it sells. But I should get decent money for it. Like pay $3.25, so I think we'll be good there. The enamel paint is kind of chipping on that, so see how that goes. After we got back to the car, she was recruiting players for a new soccer club.
I am. I keep recruiting.
Not even for our age group.
No.
Just unhappy kids with our current club looking for new homes.
It's no longer our current club, but yes.
Former club.
Right. We were not the only unhappy family, so
Right.
I heard rumor of another kid contemplating switching, and I reached out to his mom and was like, heck.
Yeah. She sold the new club a bit, which doesn't need selling. It's the biggest club in the state. They have 3 different locations, north, middle, and south, and they're huge. They regularly, like, I don't know if they buy out other clubs or just, when other clubs like close down because they're just not successful, they kind of take over their location, although I feel like with Union
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Central, I think they did buy them out. They purged or whatever. That does happen, even at this age. So now we're at the bins. There's about a half an hour left before they start pulling people off the bins. So hopefully we can get some stuff. Parking lot's not too bad. Well, these 2 are parked kind of assholes. This guy had to back in. What it is with backing in? Why do you gotta back in? Just pull in and back out. Especially like you're going to the bin, so you're gonna fill up your car. That's your plan.
It is weird at grocery stores. Do
Why
you not
park
put
with your trunk
to the back?
Right.
Do you not put your groceries in the back? It is weird, stuff like that.
Doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's go see what the bins have to offer.
I understand backing in at like home.
I don't back in anywhere.
I know.
I don't.
I ain't never heard nobody say anything to that. No.
Fluorescent graveyard, Wednesday rain on my coat.
It's a Korean karaoke.
Plastic saints, tangled coats, cracked frame angels, lonely board games, missing pawns, then your chipped cup.
I got this stuff. You can't take the time to do that.
We found love in the bargain bin. Marked down treasure, dust on skin, ceramic hearts on the
Pearl symbol anything?
Mm-mm.
Kind of rough, and I don't know if it's supposed to be that shape or not.
Not bent like that, no.
Is that bent or is it supposed to be like
No, that's bent.
that? Alright, so this is made in America, very vintage.
Okay.
I don't know where this is made, but I need one of these. I just can't decide if I like that one or not. These I really don't know. They're just old. One's made in Italy and one's made somewhere else.
Sure.
These are Echo for now.
Okay. Cool.
Right.
Good.
And then
Garlic press?
I figured worst case scenario, it's light enough that you can
Yeah.
sell it on whatnot.
Yeah, it's good. bunch of Korean.
We found love in the bargain bin, marked down treasure, dust on skin, ceramic hearts on the clearance shelf. You took mine, I took yours as well. In the ghost light, under humming vents, secondhand souls, first offense. We found love in the bargain bin. Ring it up, let the chaos.
I'll continue digging.
Spin that metal carousel, porcelain faces, cracked hotel.
There's
You
little
said,
stuff like
pick
this.
one, make a wish. I chose you, you chose this. Tag still hanging from my ribs, price in red across my chest. Gently used a little cut.
No.
She said,
No.
Well,
when they're the
I mean, doesn't weigh anything, so. Yeesh.
Go! We found love in the bargain bin, marked down treasure, dust on skin, ceramic hearts on the clearance shelf. You took
Tesla car car.
yours as well. In the ghost light, under
See, Tesla. Small.
hand souls, first offense. We found
Not so bad.
bargain bin. Ring it up, let the chaos.
Yeah, but that is the
Well-
units over there, but I know you can't tell them.
Yeah.
Fluorescent home in the basement air. Rust on the blade of a kitchen chair. I dig through boxes that still smell burned. Stick a ghost where the price tags turn. I shove it down for the auction block. Bleach in my lungs and I can't stop. Stain on my hands but the screen stays clean. Make that junk look sick, sick, sick on your little glowing tray. Cracked glass grin on a clown-eyed doll. Someone's name carved in a bathroom stall. Faded shirt with a red-brown mark. I wore this
No.
home when the streets
Some-
went dark. I scrub it down for the auction block. Bleach in my lungs and
It's a Pentax camera guy.
look sick, sick, sick on your little glowing tray.
I mean, the strap is rough. It's really kind of rough. Gotta think about it.
This back over there?
Huh?
Oh,
This?
yeah.
Do you want it?
Yeah, I had it. I just kept it.
It's yours. There you go.
Can I wash it out of me? Or am I just polishing old bad
Right.
dreams?
Huh?
Fine.
It was all beat up. I was thinking about it. I wasn't sure if I wanted it.
Look sick, sick, sick on your little glowing dress.
Sometimes it's easier just to be nice and, hope the universe pays you back for it someday. Than to be an ass and
All right.
Did
So,
I start? I'm sorry.
bin's not exciting.
No. No.
Kind of blah.
Mhm.
Took a chance on some Korean or Chinese, I don't know, Asian. Let's just go with Asian karaoke DVDs. Let's see how they do.
You got, what DVDs did you get?
Asian karaoke.
Oh, that was the first batch. I didn't look at
Yeah.
those.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Bunch of sealed Asian karaoke DVDs. I don't know. I know Asians love their karaoke, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. Go to Value Village or skip?
That's up to you. Who likes to skip it? But I like that they have half price coupons.
I did pick up a hard hat. It's a stainless, super light hard hat. It's in nice shape. The insert of it is in good shape too, which is rare on vintage hard hats, and those go for like $40. So that's something. It's not a lot of something, but it's something. Now we're already at the next food store, and that Goodwill sucked.
Yeah, so we didn't do a video between the bins and the Goodwill because I got a phone call from a child.
Right. Our oldest called. She had to catch up. You bought meat from a guy on the street.
They set up the tents and sell stuff.
Yeah.
But a lot of that conversation was about his new job.
He bought street meat. And he got a new job. And I guess he likes it.
So it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's a sporting goods store. Like sneakers and stuff. And people don't buy that stuff in retail stores anymore. They go online. Have it shipped to their house. So anyway, let's go in this thrift. It's already 2:30, so we got to think about
Start
heading back home.
Yeah.
So this and one more, and we're done. So let's go.
I'm caught on the left, I take my lane. Bingo shoes and a tight blue raincoat. Price tags flip like little fish. The rack is packed with hands that don't forgive. It's Wednesday, I know the code. Half off dreams and a slow out road. Goodwill Wednesday, every Wednesday. Grandma's in the aisles and I'm stuck in the middle. Goodwill Wednesday, hey, Goodwill Wednesday. Smells like cats and mothballs and it hits like a riddle. Velvet purse with a cracked gold clasp, a church coat sleeve and a stain from the past. One woman laughs at a lemon plate, another counts a
I don't know if it's worth it to go through all this trouble.
It's Wednesday, don't ask why. Every hanger squeaks when the old rules rise. Goodwill Wednesday,
Boss.
Goodwill Wednesday. Grandma's in the aisles and I'm stuck in the middle. Goodwill Wednesday, hey, Goodwill Wednesday. Smells like cats and mothballs and it hits like a riddle.
Maybe. Huh?
I think you're supposed to.
Yeah.
By the register, it's all elbows and grace. Coupon in one hand and a glare on her face. I came for a jacket left with a story on me. A car full of echoes and a ring of keys. Goodwill
Come back. This is all temptations. Like $7 for 4. Which this isn't terrible.
Keeps rolling on.
Right. No problem.
So, oh, it's supposed to be in the rack.
Right.
I think it's big. I think it might fit not.
Box of pieces, dust in my lungs, faded stickers still on my tongue. Your name scribbled, blue pen on red, rule book ripped like the day you left. Auction title, rare complete. No, I'm lying, there's a gap in me. Shipping label on a family war. Fantastic houses sleep on the floor. I'm selling all our cardboard ghosts on eBay. Starting bidding one cracked hard and change. Every move we made still stains the game trays. Click confirm and watch it slip away.
Yeah.
Reliving all the good old days just to pack them up and trade.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
Photo angle, hide the scars. Bent instructions, bite like dogs. I smell summer stuck in the box. Sunburn laughter jammed in the
Yeah.
box. Who gets parkbacks when we're grown and gone? Who keeps score when the board is done? Feedback pings while the pass reloads. Fast dispatch on a heavy
Right.
load. I'm selling all our cardboard ghosts on eBay. Starting
This
bidding
is
one crash hard and change. Every move we
like
made still stains the game trays. Click confirm and watch it slip away.
they're smaller, but
Just to pack them up and trade. Missing parts, I write it plain. Guess I turned out just the same.
wherever everything. Wherever has it been actually. I can't get it closed because it's tape. Yeah.
Fluorescent light, half the letters gone. Cartwheel squeak like it wants to talk. Dust on the screen, price the yellow pen. Somebody used
It's interesting.
pretend.
So we have to look at section. the ear chalk.
So it's gone from bad to worse.
Well, Valley Village is never.
It's never great.
It's never great. It was good the last time, so it was adequate the last time. It was good for Value Village last time. So the odds were not in its favor this time.
Yeah.
I just figured it's been like a month.
About that.
So I figured, oh, all right, it was okay last time. It's been a month. It's just not good.
They don't put anything on the shelves. I don't get it. They have all that shelf space. They put like 8 things on the shelf. Pack them out.
They clearly focus on clothes.
There aren't that many clothes. Not men's clothes. They had lots of clothes for sluts. Slutty. Value Village. Pick you up something. Something to wear for your whatever slut things you do. Anyway. We're going to University of Delaware, basically campus. Basic thing. See what they have. The store is typically okay. Although last time it wasn't.
Right.
So.
I don't know. The bins are not good today. Bear was not good today. I don't know.
Just not. Thrifting is tough now. Because, and that last Goodwill we were in, there were at least 2 other resellers.
Did you see that guy that was just scanning stuff with his phone?
Yes.
Like everything.
Right. He had to look up everything on his phone. So he's clearly new. Like, you can't just look at something and be like, that. Like,
but I mean, that's the economy right now. People are trying to do whatever to make it.
To make ends meet. So, they're out there. And that's okay. I mean, I don't fault them for that. I don't blame them for that.
Right.
You know, that's what got us at index too. So, will they last? Who knows? You may never see that guy.
I don't know. He was buying a lot of stuff that, in my mind, would have a fairly high return.
Right.
Appliances and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You gotta be really careful.
Right. I don't know if he's parting stuff out or.
Yeah, I don't know.
What? So. So yeah, going to Newark. We got to figure out food. We got to get home. But it is now 2:47. So we got a bit of time.
Yeah.
We're not having to rush around or anything like that.
Yeah, I think we've got time for one more, and then we head home.
One more than we had. And I wouldn't say it wasn't worth it to come out.
No, I mean, we got stuff.
It's always worth it. You always find something. And enough to make it worthwhile. I mean, we probably got
A day.
$300 worth of stuff, $400 worth
A
of stuff.
day worth of listings.
Yeah, a day. Yeah, about a day. Yeah. Days worth of work at home. I'd like to have 2 or 3 out of it. Thrift thing.
Yeah.
But
You still have a few things left over, so.
oh yeah, we still have auction stuff.
Yeah.
So we're doing okay. We're doing
Trying to mix more thrift with auction.
because the thing about thrift stuff is it's the everyday stuff. Auction stuff is very collector specific. Takes a special buyer, so that stuff tends to move a little bit slower. Whereas thrifted stuff, like especially thrift stores, bins are bins. You know, just you never know what's going to be there.
Right.
But on a thrift store shelf, that's where you're going to find the replacement piece that somebody needs, or
Right.
you know, the whatever. You know, somebody wants to buy something from their childhood that's not that expensive. Then you go to a thrift store. But, you know, like board games, you know, toys, little people stuff like that. Plush, um, stuff that's not like, you know, and you can find, not saying that you can't find $200-300 items there, you can, but if you want quicker moving stuff, thrift stores are where you're going to find it.
It's more what we refer to as the bread and butter.
Of what?
The everyday.
Right.
Yeah.
Just the, you know, 5 into 25s, 5 into 30s. So that's what we're looking for, and today's kind of tough with that. So
Right. I feel like we've done better with our locals. I mean, we traveled up here and
right,
our locals
locals have been better.
have been better.
So yeah, but I don't know.
I think perhaps we gotta start yard selling.
I'm waiting for a decent weather weekend.
I don't think that's happening.
Every weekend, I'm like, all right, we're free. Let's go yard selling, and then it rains. And it's like, all right, well, let's sit in the house and be depressed because it's raining out.
It's not even real rain.
No.
We're still in a drought because it's
Right. Like, we don't get any
Annoying
measurable rain.
Anyway.
So we're,
gotta figure out food.
yeah. Got some auctions. I think I've got one that's ending today, which is going to be difficult with practice. And then one that's ending tomorrow, which is going to be a lot of costume jewelry, which I'm really scared about. Really scared about that one. And auctions have been kind of quiet. I mean, not a whole lot to pick from. I've got finally the one that we pick up from in Lincoln / Milford is having a gallery auction, consignment auction, so I can look at that. I mean, things have been so bad, I've been looking at shopgoodwill.com. That's how bad it is. I bought some stuff there, so I'm going to have to go up and pick it up. But now I've got to pay for it and then set up an appointment at least 2 days after I pay for it. So it's like, why can't I just pay for it and go? Like, I would pay for it and then just say, I'll be there tomorrow. No, I can't. I gotta say, like, pay for it today and be like, I'll be there Thursday. Like, I don't know if I can be there Thursday today. I don't live my life like that. So, I don't know. Huh?
You don't want that? That's fine. I don't particularly.
Yeah. So anyway, now we're meandering.
Yes.
Let's go to Goodlow again. Last one of the day. It's it. Not that we can control it. It's just.
I think having a good mindset is helpful.
Yeah, that's true.
I do know in the bins my mindset was not
Right.
probably as good as it should have been, but
Well, at the bins, when we got there, we're digging through. It was like, oh, wow, there's nothing here.
right, and then they changed over. We waited for that, which ended up being like a half an hour.
Right.
And then it was like, ugh, I waited half an hour for this.
Right. Because typically on a changeover, there's fresh stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like they just kind of piled new stuff on top of the old stuff.
Yeah.
It's bad. And they changed out both sides. They don't normally do that. Normally it's one or the other. So I don't know what's going on there. New policy, I guess. I'm gonna go back to the New Jersey. Yeah, I'm rambling. All right, let's just go. Let's go.
Holy cow. You alright? Did they clean this out? So they cleaned this out. Hmm.
Dust on the game box. Missing queen, cracked king, bank card. Torn corner. Rules in a foreign tongue. Action figure. One on blank stamp. Price tag. Staple.
And I was like,
We are the broken waiting on a stranger's head. Following that tides are scattered fluorescent. Stack us on your leading shelves of shame. We are the broken
Croissant? $10?
stuck in someone else's game. Jigsaw picture, sky but no ground. Puzzle of a childhood, pieces never found. Plastic soldier, teeth marks, hip pain held a war once. Now he just waits. Did you leave me here, or did I crawl through the bargain bin of everything you
This game used to be very good. You gotta look it up.
every palm that slipped your grave. Every rule you bent and buried in that buzzing humming flame. We are the broken toys, waiting on a stranger's hands. Half of a mountain lies scattered in fluorescent mist. Tag us, stack us on your leading shelves of shame. We are the broken toys, stuck in someone else's
Oh, Jesus. $8. Alright, ready?
yep.
Alright, we're out of here with nothing. Those old ladies are complaining about the prices. $25 for a Ralph Lauren little zip-up jacket. No, I don't think so. Alright, back to the car.
All right. The gas that was $4.13
when we came up.
when we came up is now $4.09. 4 cents. When it goes up, it'll jump by 25 cents, but when it drops, it'll drop by 4 cents. Anyway, it went from bad to worse still.
Right. I think that was the first time we have ever left that store with absolutely nothing.
Absolutely. And there were 2 old ladies just standing around complaining about the prices.
It dropped it.
Yeah. They weren't shopping. They weren't buying anything. They were just standing there complaining. And when you've lost the old ladies at the thrift store, you're doing something wrong.
I was trying to figure out where she was talking about someplace else that she went. That sometimes you can get a good deal. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you were on the other side for that.
I didn't want to eavesdrop too much. I mean, Goodwill, come on.
Yeah.
You can't lose the old ladies. I mean, lose the old ladies, you might as well shut your doors. Because that's your bread and butter. That's who you survive on them.
Maybe they don't care. Maybe the auction / bins is sufficient enough.
And that's what I mean.
You think they're going that way opposed to,
Yeah.
I don't know, they get an abundance of donations.
Right.
That I don't know.
I'm telling you, being on Shop Goodwill these past couple of days, the stuff that they're pushing through there that you'd normally see on shelves, like I saw, I'll give you a couple of examples. Risk board game. And early, I don't know if it was a first edition or second edition. It was the blue box Risk board game from the 60s. I think it was the first edition. Normally you find those at thrift stores for like $5-6. And they were picking up at that price. They had it listed for like $12.99, and somebody put a bid on it. So why wouldn't you list it on Shop Goodwill if you can get $13 there instead of putting it on your store shelf for $6? And again, they're not checking pieces or anything.
Right.
But people are bidding on that stuff. So why wouldn't you? Like, I don't fault them for doing it, but that's where all this stuff is going. And it's not going cheap, it's going for more money. A lot of purses. Middle name brands and like a lot of Anne Klein stuff, a lot of Liz Claiborne stuff, Calvin Klein stuff, and then Coach purses. Holy cow, they go for like $70-$80 in bad shape. Like, that's, I don't know what's going on with Coach purse. I haven't sold a Coach purse in a while. I haven't seen a Coach purse in a thrift store in a while, and this is why. Because they're all going online. Because they're getting stupid money for it. At least, I don't know the market. So I don't know if you're able to flip that stuff for $200 now. For whatever reason. I don't know. But all like wallets, damaged stuff like purses and stuff, they're just lotting it together and throwing it up there, and they're getting, for 10 damaged wallets, they're getting like $200. It's crazy. Crazy. So that's where they're putting all their stuff. Another thing, digital cameras. You used to see them on thrift store shelves all the time at Goodwill. You don't see them anymore because, damaged or not, they're going to their online auctions. If they're damaged, they just throw them in a 10-piece damaged lot, and they're selling them, and they're getting $120 per lot. If they're working, then they sell them individually. And I bought a couple, $8 to $10. I won't spend more than that, but as long as I could verify that they're working, as long as they're shown working in their pictures, but that's where all this stuff is going. And that's why these store managers are like, well, if they're getting these prices at the auction, then we can raise our prices in the store. But it's not working in the store, pissing people off in the store. So I don't think they're understanding the kind of damage that they're doing to their retail. Now I gotta slip, man. You got money?
They're gonna charge the but how much?
And
What you choosing? How much is it now? Oh, stop.
I don't.
Hey, how are you? $250. There you go. Thank you. I got stuck in a cash lane because I'm babbling on about thrift stores instead of doing the easy pass and seeing that. Anyways, you've lost the old ladies, Goodwill, and you cost me $1 just now. So yeah, but they're gaining online. And they're moving junk at bins, broken shit, and stuff that they can get nothing for on their auction site. They're moving it at the bins. So they don't really need their stores. Their stores are basically the public face of Goodwill. But the bins and Shop Goodwill is where they're making money. Their stores are just for display. That's what it comes down to. So, and they're fine with it. They'll pay rent to display their stuff. And clothes. But even their clothes prices.
Their clothes prices are crazy, but people are still in there shopping the clothes.
Well, the clothes prices are crazy because you can't buy a shirt for under $20 at Walmart. So, are they really crazy, or just clothes prices in general crazy? Yeah. Well, Goodwill's just staying with the curve. Although I will say, watching other resellers in other parts of the country, and they're like, "Oh, shirts in this Goodwill are $4." It's like, really? Because they're $6.50 per weight. And I don't live in a state where there's a ton of rich people. Like, Delaware's a relatively poor state. Not a lot of money. And, but yeah. I saw a Ralph Lauren little zip-up jacket for $25. Not like in a special section, just hanging out on the rack. So, and they're probably pricing it there because on Shop Goodwill they got $25 for something pretty close to it. So, that's why prices are greedy. It's not because they're greedy. They're it's because they know where they can make their money.
Right. They know people will pay it. As long as somebody's paying the price, they're not going to lower it. long as someone's willing to go online to the online auctions and pay whatever, they're going to keep doing it.
They don't care if their shelves are packed. The same stuff.
Because eventually they go through and they clean it out and send it to the bins.
Right.
Whatever.
Right. And they just make what they make. And each Goodwill district has their own shop Goodwill auction. So that's where the district is making their money. And then they funnel to the stores to pay their rent and their labor and all of that through the shop Goodwill auctions, money that they make, which is low overhead. I mean, what's it cost to host a website? I mean, very, very little.
Less than a week, of course.
Right. You might need a couple of IT guys to run it, a couple of warehouse guys, and Garrett girls to work the warehouse for pickups, stuff like that.
That's why they make you schedule some things out.
Right.
Keep the staff low.
Right. So that's where they're making money. And I'm sure that managers get like pricing reports based on shopgoodwill.com. Like, this is what sold this week on Shop Goodwill. These are the highlights of what sold. Hey, look, this coach purse sold for $75. So mark your coach purses at $25. Because this one sold for $75. It can be a special purse, or, you know, it doesn't matter. It's coach. That's all that matters in the thrift price. But yeah, that's good.
Are you done?
I guess I could get going. Okay.
Who does this?
No. So we ended the day really, really badly. We started the day not that great to begin with. And now we're going to go home. I don't know what we're going to do.
I could be home very long before we have to turn around and go back
Right,
up.
we're going to have to go turn around, not back out, do soccer thing. Practice. And we're having to drive like 45 minutes to go to practice. It's not like just drop them off, head back home, and work on stuff. We got to stay there. It's a good 25 miles away. So,
But it puts us by the middle town.
yeah, if you all want to support
That's true.
the town Goodwill in the evenings, then anyway, I don't know if on the video here, because this is supposed to be a day in the life, and a day is not done.
Oh, a day of light.
Yes. So let's get home and figure out what we're going to do.
The rest of our day is going to be our children.
Could be. I could go
Even after practice?
take pictures.
After practice?
I don't know.
No,
Maybe before practice.
I don't think you're gonna
Might go to the bathroom.
I don't think that needs to be.
This would be that kind of channel. He on the toilet. All right. Let's see what else we got.
All right, so now I'm in the workshop. Soccer's done. There I am. All pretty. We're going to take some pictures, just so I have some stuff to list tonight. It's 9 o'clock, so long day. Soccer went well. I didn't take any video because there's other people's kids out there. But yeah, we're going to take some pictures. First thing I'm going to picture, I'll swing it around, is this Strombecker. That's Hans, by the way, over there. Strombecker slot car track. Paperwork. We got appears to be slightly used. We've got 6 pieces of track, I think. 2, 3, yep, 6 tracks. And then the guards. And then stickers, if they want the decals, we've got that too. So yeah, that's what's getting pictured first. So yeah, long day. And some days this is just how it goes, you know, just have a lot to do. And a lot of running around trying to find stuff. Get these all spread out so people know exactly what they're getting. Ooh, there's more decals down there. Should really get that out. So yeah, it's just when you're outsourcing, that takes up a lot of time. It really does. That was our whole day, really. It's tiring. Like, I'm tired right now. It's a lot of running around, a lot of, you know, doing this and that, doing the kid thing. And yeah, you know, we sat down and enjoyed the outside for a bit for soccer, which is nice. But running around store to store, even though we didn't buy anything, it wasn't, you know, straining by any means. It's just a lot of go, especially when you're on a time crunch and you have to get back for, you know, doing the family thing. And I don't know. I mean, Ashley and I had a talk a couple days ago now about how over the last year I've really been kind of stressing about money and bills and things like that, and how it's put a strain on me, and she sees it, and it's, you know, been concerning to her. I've just got to kind of let things go and you know, try to enjoy life a little bit. And that's what I'm, you know, I really took that to heart. And that's what I'm trying to do now. You know, I can't control everything. I can't make sales happen. They just have to happen, right? Only thing I can do is try to facilitate the sale by having listings available, the things that people want to buy. But if the things that people want to buy just aren't there, then I can't stress about that. And I can't, you know, it is what it is. There's nothing that I can do. I just have to kind of go with the flow. And that used to be a really big mantra that I lived by, I'll say. Go with the flow. Like in my early 20s, I was big on that, and I would always tell my friends, you know, that's what I do. I just go with the flow of things. Just, you know, take things as they come. Don't stress. You know, listen to the flow. I got stupid about things. But yeah, just, you know, just go with it. If the universe takes you in a direction, just go with it. And that's what I'm trying to get back to, is just, you know, don't try to force your path. Just let your path happen and just try to take advantage of things along the way. And that's difficult to do as an adult when you have responsibilities and kids and mouths to feed and roofs to maintain and you know, college and all of that. And got hard hat. That's what we're listing next. Clean it up a bit. But you just have to trust in the fact that, trust in your abilities, you know, that whatever life kind of throws at you, that you have the ability to make something of it. And that's what I lost there for almost 2 years. You know, since we started our debt journey, which, you know, we've been through that. We came through it, and but then we suffered major setbacks, which caused us to really struggle. I mean, not selling on Amazon, that was a $200,000 a year part of our business that is gone, right? So, and we have not replaced that. So that's been a struggle for me to come to terms with. And I felt like I was, and Ashley pointed this out, really, is I was trying to force that gap, to force that replacement, and it just wasn't going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? I just have to be okay with that not coming back to me, at least not right away, right? You know, something could happen along the way where, you know, we can find our way back there, but our goal was to never get there in the first place, right? Our goal has always been just create a living for ourselves. And I kind of lost sight of that because our living, our livelihood went from this level to this level down to this level. So now I just got to get here. I don't have to get back here. I just have to get here. And I can get here. This is where I was struggling with. How do I get back here? I don't have to get back. I just have to get from here to here. Like, so that's a lot easier for me to kind of, okay, I just need to close this gap. If I can close this gap, then we're okay. And I can do that, right? So, Ashley kind of pointed out and made me realize that, hey, I can enjoy my day a little bit, you know. I can have a day off and it'll be okay. You know, and it's not about not working. It's about taking the time. The time has always been a struggle for me to, you know, take time away from the business has been a struggle. And the conversation that we had a couple days ago really kind of helped me understand that it's okay to take the time. It's necessary even to take that time for yourself and regroup, reassess, and just be able to go on. Next up, we got a Vera Bradley little makeup bag. I don't know. Thing. Pencil pad. I don't know what this is. Yeah, so that's what I did kind of over the weekend, and that's why I kind of re-evaluated the channel, the business, everything. The way that I'm spending my time. And it's just going to be, you know what? this is how I want to do it. And it's not going to be, you know, I'm not going to let other outside things influence the way that I want to do things. How I want to spend my time. Because it is my time. It's not my business's time. It's my time. And obviously, the business requires some of my time. Business requires a lot of my time. Like today. I woke up at 7:30 and here I am at 9 o'clock at night still taking pictures. Like but the business requires this of me today. It's not going to require this of me tomorrow. Thankfully. But putting in the work today so I don't have to do this tomorrow. So, yeah, I was stuck in a trap, really, the entrepreneurial trap of I have to work every day to make it work. And that's not necessarily true. I would say not true at all, really. Business will be there waiting for you if you take a day off. Even if you could spare a half a day off, it's better than no days off. Because I've basically worked every single day this year for at least a couple hours a day. And that's not healthy. So I'm not going to do that anymore. You know, and I'm going to work hard on the days that I have to work hard. I'm going to put in the hours when it's necessary to put in the hours. But that doesn't mean that I have to live an unhealthy life to get it done. You know, that doesn't have to happen. You don't have to do that. You just have to go with the flow and just let life happen to you and deal with things as they come. And put in the time when you have to put in the time. And then when you don't have to put in the time, you can decide, do I put in the extra time? Or do I go do this with the kids, this with the wife? Do I, you know, enjoy the day for what it is? Do I, you know, whatever. Insert your thing here. This is the Tesla rear vents. Pick this up at the bins. New ones of these for the 2021. New ones of these go for like 120. I see used ones listed for like $80, so probably 60 sold if I had to guess. So yeah, not a bad pickup. Yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that. I just don't want people to go out there and think that they have to work 24/7 to make things work, because you don't. There are times where you're required, the business requires your attention, and so you have to give it that attention, but it doesn't have to be every single day. Don't force it. If you start forcing things, that's when you start living mentally unhealthy, right? Like, you start thinking negative thoughts and damaging thoughts, and just it consumes your everyday, and you don't want that, right? You definitely don't want that. So let's list some stuff over here. This is quick and easy stuff. That's what I'm looking for right now. Quick and easy. So this is Temptations by Tara. Utensils. I don't know how this stuff does. I picked it up at auction for like $3 for this whole box lot. I've got 5 right here. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another 5 in the box. So 10 pieces for like $3 or $4. Like nothing. So we'll list this stuff. And yeah, so tomorrow, I mean, we don't have a lot to ship for tomorrow. Today wasn't a terribly busy day. We had a couple of decent sales, but nothing that's like, wow, I'm gonna, you know, my day was saved. I met my financial goal. Because we didn't. We fell short. And just wasn't in the cards for today. But I can't force it, right? Like, there's nothing that I can do at this point to make up for it. What I am going to do is look at pricing and possibly go to a shipping model where the buyer pays for shipping, because free shipping is just, I mean, it might be just too difficult to keep up with. And if I'm not going to hit my numbers anyway, then I might as well not hit them while I'm not paying for not paying for shipping myself. You know what I mean? So this is a different pattern, but it's still Temptations. I still have to clean it. So yeah. So now I'm just cleaning utensils. And this is how I'm going to end my day. Actually, I'm going to end my day by listing this stuff. But you guys don't need to see that, right? You know the deal with listing. You're just sitting at a computer. But that's how I'm going to end my day. On the couch, listing this stuff. We're watching The Crown on Netflix, which I'm quite enjoying. The wife thinks I'm not enjoying it, because it's not really my kind of show. But I can be into the royals. Sure, that can be me. I like Downton Abbey. I like, you know, Pride and Prejudice, I guess, falls into that a little bit. That kind of Victorian, Edwardian kind of a show. Period pieces. I can watch that shit. Especially if the wife's into it. I can be into it for her. And then get into it myself. I ask questions. I'm good at that stuff. Asking questions. Like, ooh, what's her name? Why is she there? Why is this happening? What's up with that guy's ears? Like, I'm good at that stuff. Yeah, so we're gonna go watch TV. I'm gonna list this stuff, which is, again, not terribly exciting. This is the same. So I've got I got 2 quantities of 2, it looks like, with the 2 spatulas and then 2 big spoons on this kind of a nylon-y handle. Got a couple of flies in here. I gotta quell the fly situation. Get a bug zapper or something for in here. This building is not, how do I want to put it, secure with the outside. Our door is not like flush against the floor. There's actually a fairly decent sized hole in my floor that goes basically to the ground, so like snakes and stuff can get in here if they wanted to. Not that they do. We don't have snakes. Well, that's not true. I did find a snake here once outside. But we're not terribly secure with the outside elements here, which sucks. Which is why we're talking about a new building. And if we do a new building, that's going to be out of our savings, which I really, really don't want to do. But I don't know. I think we're okay for now. We just have to kind of pest control a little bit better. Grabbing some more. That's not a thing. So now we've got just more Temptations. These are ceramic handle. And these I've got, looks like maybe one double, but the rest are single, different pieces. So I've got different listings here, which is good. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, that's our day. This is how we do it every day that we thrift. Basically, this is it. We go out, we thrift, we do kid things when, kids have things to do. And then we finish up the day with what needs to still be done. Usually we're thrifting right up until we have to switch off and take care of whatever. But thrifting is extremely time consuming. It really is. And that's what stinks about thrifting. I can't put these away until I'm ready to get the bin. Thrifting is very time consuming. You're spending at minimum 20 minutes per store, driving between stores. Getting to the first store for us is, a 40-minute adventure. Because if we're thrifting local, that's only three stores one direction, 3 stores another direction, when you're driving 10-15 minutes. But to get to Wilmington's a good 40-45 minutes. So there's that, and then there's the between stores, there's the in stores. So it's a lot of time, which sucks. So I'm going to finish taking pictures and go ahead and wrap up the video. Because after this, I really don't have a plan for what I'm going to picture. So I'm going to have to find something. Maybe I'll take a picture of those Korean karaoke DVDs. I don't get that. Are there Korean karaoke celebrities? That's what it's like. I don't understand what the writing is on the cover. I see the MTV logo, so I know there's that. But is it like an MTV event, karaoke event? That makes sense, maybe. Or is like this guy or lady so good at karaoke that he's like a superstar in that country? That could be too. I don't know. It's just weird enough for Korea or China. I think it's Korea based on the font that they would do something like that. Like have a national contest, country's best karaoke, and then that person, man or woman, is a superstar for the rest of their lives because they sang "I Will Always Love You" so well in Korean that they are now the next Whitney Houston in their country. Yeah. Not a bad way to make a living. sing someone else's song, have the lyrics fed to you on a machine. Just gotta have a decent voice. You know how the Asians are known for their operatic endeavors. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. That's all I got. I'm getting delirious at this point. It's time for me to go. So, like, comment, subscribe. All the happy horse shit. We will catch you next time. Have a good night.